Hello everyone, Medieval Fan 147 here. I just come home from a wedding, hence the spiky hair. I was dressed smart, but came straight home into my PJs and a onesie. I have had quite a few drinks now, but I think most of it's worn off. I've sobered up quite a bit now, darling. I don't know why, I just thought out the blue while I'm waiting for this to install because I've got a very shit external hard drive in my PS5 and it constantly corrupts every time as much as I move it. It's like, oh, I'm fragile. Oh. So I've had to reinstall things on it, so I thought, oh, I don't have the Medieval PS4 remake soundtrack installed. Well, I do, but apparently not. Uh, I just had to reinstall it because I want to record it, even though someone already has already done it. But I want to do it because the more people who post the soundtrack, I guess, will obviously bring more awareness to the game and the franchise and the geniuses of Bob and Barnard. Like, even though I have been critical over their latest soundtrack, I think it comes from a bias of just how of a diehard fan I was of the original game, because obviously it's an amazing score. I've just been very comparey and biased. It's an amazing score, and I was just sat listening to Asylum Grounds, the remade version of it, through my headphones right now, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, this is a bop. It's one of the very rare occasions that I thought I'd be dead biased, but oh no, you can't be the original, but I actually think it's one of the very rare occasions where I'm actually thinking this is better than the original Asylum Grounds. But I actually just thought, while I wait for that to install, I might just show you my current PS4/5 and 3, because I don't have many PS3 games, collection as of now, because I went through a bulk there of just selling things in my room that I didn't need, because I have a load of shit in my room. I went from being a hoarder to being a minimalist, because I'm like, oh god, my room has just felt so packed, heaving with stuff, that I just wanted to empty the shit out of it. I mean, I don't go shitting in my room, that's not what I meant. Yeah, I'll just go through, even if it's a game I don't really play, but I got rid of a few games a while ago, and a lot of my games are digital, so some of these, this isn't all the games I have. These are just all the games I have physical copies of. I've got games obviously Fortnite, which isn't really worth sharing, and games like Outlast and Dark Pictures, Little Hope, Man and Medan, and House of Ashes, and The Quarry, and Friday the 13th the game, and oh, I actually do have Dead by Daylight on disc, come think of it, and Evil Dead, and all that jazz, and a lot of other games I want to try out for the channel and all that, and games I want to replay. Shock horror, I'm planning on replaying Medieval 1 for Halloween. Sue me, I love the game. So let me just show you my current collection as it is, because it's been a while since I've done a video like this. Not that anyone was really dying to see a new one, but I'm doing it anyway. I look back at my old ones and it was done with my really shitty camera. This one's not much better, it's my phone, but I was a prepubescent teen at the time I did those videos, so let me just show you my very small collection. This will be a very small video, just like my... Here we are, in front of my gamer pillow. I'm just on my bed, and please excuse my room, even though I didn't even need to show it, but yeah. And also there's my clothes, I literally just flung them off. Oh, I see you there, Slayer. I'm currently live streaming this, but it's on hold, because I'm doing Spooktober streams on my Twitch right now, so I'm not playing any games. I'm currently Let's Playing. They are being saved until after October. I'm only playing horror/spooky games this month, just to get in the Halloween spirit. And I'm planning on replaying Medieval for that reason, and also the fact that, oh, childhood, oh. Let me just put my little Dan hand thing here that a very talented artist called Constantin's dog made for me. And my little Spyro plushie. Actually, I might have to get him out of the way because he's getting in the way. Let's just go with the obvious first. My steelbook copy of the Medieval remake, because of course I would own that. And the Spyro Reignited trilogy, I just have to also say that too, because Spyro trilogy has a very special place in my heart. I love Spyro so much, especially Spyro 3, and I've made memories now with Spyro 2, even though I did play that one, actually. Come think of it, as a child. God, the years actually fly past. So come think of it, I actually did grow up with Spyro 2 as well. I just think I was really young when I got Spyro 3. Tekken 7. I haven't really played as much since platinuming it, but growing up, I used to really love the Tekken games. Oh, I also played a little bit of it on stream since Negan came out, and I did a live stream of me playing Tekken 4 on Ultra Hard, which I greatly regret, because I am a noob, but I do love the Tekken games. But I think if I live stream it or play it on camera or on stream, I'll probably just play on normal, because I'm definitely not a hardcore Tekken player, but I do enjoy the game. I got Tekken 2 on PS5 recently because it was actually available to play on there, but Tekken 3 and Tekken 4 are definitely my childhood and where it's at. Dead by Daylight, probably one of my most played online games right now. I play that a lot with my friend, and I played it with friends who I don't really have anymore, It's like a recurring theme with me, just not having friends. I've made my peace with it. It's also my fault. I just can't seem to find friends that mingle with me. But that's another story entirely. Oh, and this is the PS4 version. I upgraded it to the PS5 version when the PS5 came out. The Crash Insane trilogy. I didn't actually grow up with the Crash games. I had Crash Bash on demo, and I had a Crash Bandicoot 2 because when my mum met my stepdad, he had a PS1 and he had Crash Bandicoot 2, so I played a bit of that growing up. Other than that, I didn't really play much Crash. I always thought they were a bit hard to 100%, but I eventually just decided, you know what? I love trophy hunting, and I feel like these to be very rewarding games to get the platinums for. And I did actually platinum them. The only thing that was really hard about platinuming them was getting the relics. God, they were a nightmare. Especially in Crash 1. Jesus. Some of those levels were really hard, especially Slippery Climb. And I still actually have to do Stormy Ascent, come to think of it. The Last of Us 1 was probably my, one of the first games I actually got for PS4. Played it a couple times on the channel. I still need to complete the remake of Part 1. I've got that digitally on my PS5, but I only have like a copy of The Last of Us on PS4. Very much love this game. I return to it a lot because of its multiplayer. It's the first game that got me into online gaming and how I met like my best friend. It's just weird how the stars aligned because I wasn't much of an online gamer, but because I wanted to platinum this game, I tried out the multiplayer and I met him on there and I actually became very obsessed with the multiplayer. So things happen for a reason, I guess. Oh, and the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. Another game series that slipped my radar, one of many, so this is like a recurring theme with me. Like, I lived under a rock growing up. Because I was all like, oh, medieval, oh, medieval, oh, medieval, oh, like, jack off of medieval. Yeah, Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Among Thieves, and Drake's Deception, but I've become a fan of this trilogy. I played the Uncharted one on my YouTube channel. I'll do Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 2 soon enough, definitely, because I love these games. Love, love, love. I've not played the fourth one yet, but I love this entire trilogy, and I platinumed all three on PS5. Oh, that was a bit of a dig, but I got it out. Oh, World War Z. I kind of forgot that was a game. It was fun when I played it, I think I remember, but I just never really played it much. Ratchet and Clank. I enjoyed this. It was a fun little game, and I platinumed it, but I definitely feel like this lacked the edge the original trilogy had. I've only played like the original trilogy by Insomniac, but I know they had a load of other games as well, but I love the Insomniac trilogy, but I know they did more than one trilogy, but I mean like the original trilogy. I'll need to try the other ones. I platinumed those on PS3 a little while ago, but it's definitely a very fun game, and I would definitely still recommend it, even if it kind of shows its time that this was made, because they were a lot more edgy with the jokes than me back in the day, but you know, the people being all PG and politically correct these days. The Last of Us Part 2, I don't think I need to tell you what an amazing game this is. I know on release I saw a lot of people complaining about, you know, how Joel died and all that, and oh, I don't want to play Zappy. Oh, I personally love this game. Definitely want to try playing it on Grounded, even though I struggled on very light, to be honest. But very good game. Detroit Become Human, oh god. I platinumed this a little while ago, but yeah, it's from the producers that did Heavy Rain, which is a Let's Play that I actually hated on my channel. I did love the game, but I hated my Let's Play just because I was so oblivious to what was going on throughout the game. I obviously know now, but in my Let's Play that was blind, I missed on so many important details. But yeah, I loved Heavy Rain. Beyond Two Souls was good too, but it was probably my least favorite of them all. I loved Fahrenheit, and Detroit Become Human. It's a game that's basically about androids, ones that are obedient, ones that kind of rebel and become more human, like they're called deviants, and basically fighting for human rights. I guess you could say like they want to be seen as equals because a lot of humans are hating on them because they're losing their jobs and all that. And yeah, it's actually a quite good message behind the game, just about equality. Even though it's about something fictional, it has a good message behind it because it kind of applies to the real world. Except not for androids, but you know, just for equality among people. It's a good message behind the game. I do love Detroit Become Human. Although it does have its slow moments. Until Dawn, oh, that's a fun horror game. I'll probably play that again this Halloween. I've played that on the channel before. Great game by Supermassive Games. They do really good horrors. Tales from Borderlands. Oh, I've actually not platinumed this yet on the PS5, but I have played it. Completed it, actually. Really fun game, this one. Reese was in my Y2P I did on my Steven's Y2P's channel of Telltale Boys Edition of The Weakest Link. But very good music in this game, very good humor, very funny game. But it's by the same company that did The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. Very good company. Crash Team Racing. I've played a little bit of this when it came out, but then I haven't really played much of it since. but I probably should get back to it. It looked like it had a very hard platinum. I'm aware this was a game growing up, but I know it has like multiplayer and all that added to it now, so it obviously has all these new features to it. Crash and Clank Rift Apart. I've not played that yet. That's PS5 actually, come think of it. But I played a little bit of it on stream, but I've not continued it yet. But I really should actually, because it was seeming really fun. There's just a lot of games to play, darling. Grand Theft Auto 5. I didn't play a lot of the GTA games growing up because I was always playing more child-friendly games when I was a kid because I don't know, I just think I was a big prude when I was a kid and I hated violence and gore and swearing and I just, yeah. They always did look fun. I think the closest I had was True Crime, Streets of LA, but I played this a few times with friends online and it's a good laugh to play. Just blowing people up and just flopping at missions and I always make female characters and I always think they look funny when they just go around just being all butch and stabbing people. Yeah, it's a fun, silly, chill game to play with your friends, but I don't know much about the story. Of course, I know the story is obviously, like, I see a lot of memes and that going around about the story. Also, I've met the guy that plays Trevor, Stephen Ogg. And these are my only PSP games. Medieval Resurrection, I mean, of course, size matters. I've never continued it. I did start it. And Tekken 6, which I platinumed on PS3, but there's no trophies on PSP. So yeah, as you can see, I've got it on PS3 here, but I've also got it on PSP. I just got it on PSP first. I can't platinum this, unfortunately, PlayStation All Stars, but I only got this because Sir Daniel Fortescue's using it. But now I love Uncharted, but I didn't play Uncharted at the time place. And Sly Raccoon's in that, which I will show you right here. I got now because I got this as a request from a viewer, but I am actually really enjoying it, and I'm dying to get back into that when Halloween is over. Oh, poor Spyro. Come on, chin up now. Heavy Rain on PS3. I mostly just got that PS3 just to try and platinum it again, because I've already got it on PS4. But, Sean! That's all I have to say about that. Oh, Buzz. That's just a fun little quiz game that you can just play with your family, but my family and I only play the PS2 version, because we can't seem to get the buzzers to work on the PS3. We're not really entirely sure what we're doing, to be honest. Oh, and like I was saying, I do own the Ratchet and Clank trilogy on PS3. As you can see, I got it from CEX. But yeah, as of now, that's my current collection of PS5, 3, and PS4 games. But it's not to say they're the only ones I have ever owned. They're just the only ones I own currently. And plus, I have digital games. But I just wanted to just do this because I was waiting for Medieval to install. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Take care. I love you all. And all my social media links are down below. And all the things you want to follow and support me on. Bye bye. I'm dangerously close to the camera right now.